Hey y'all, so I haven't done one of these videos in so long because I have not made a balloon garland or balloon arch since like 2022. But I'm doing a Christmas one this year, and the client is having blue decorations, so they wanted blue. So I chose different shades of blue, and I also got white and silver too, just to add a little pop to it. So it'd be like kind of like a winter wonderland. I didn't get any snowflakes or anything. And as you guys know, I always start off with dupes first, and then I wrap them together to make a quad. And I was trying to press it down, but it was not trying to listen to me. And I'm like, what the freak? Like, while I'm recording, you know what? Forget it. Because I want to sit in that. And that was just a little ASMR for y'all because that's what I had to hear for so many hours last night. And I felt bad for my client because they were sick and I was felt so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, all this noise. But they still wanted it done. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll still do it. Because I don't mind. But I still felt bad. But y'all, these are double stuffed balloons. So the color beside me is inside of a black balloon. Isn't that so cool? I love the way you can make different colors by doing double stuff. I can't wait to start creating my own colors. But anyways, so yeah, y'all making another quad with this blue. What made me upset with this color though is I didn't realize it only came in 3 sizes. And so the other blues came in 4 different sizes, but whatever. I made it work. We're moving on to our silver because I told you we're gonna add a pop of silver and a pop of white. Look at me. Trying to make it fun. But anyways, y'all. So yeah, a pop of silver and a pop of white in there. And yeah, I really like this silver because it wasn't like a see-through because I was scared it was going to be kind of like see-through because I did try to get a metallic, but sometimes you think it's going to look like one thing and it looks like another, but you know what? It came out good. So I was like, "Oh, perfect. I'll make sure I save that one to use again." Now this white, I looked at that and I'm like, "I don't like it." It was too much see-through for me. So you know what I decided to do? Decided to double stuff them to make it not as transparent, have a opaque feel to it. So that's what I did. We double stuffed that white so we can create a deeper white. And also that balloon that I just threw, it had a little hole in it, but I think I only had 2 balloons with holes in it. So that was good. Especially since I got these balloons off of Amazon. And some of the, like, you look at the reviews and some people have like so many torn and holy balloons, but yeah, I didn't have that issue, so I was thankful for that. And see, you guys might can't tell the difference, but it was look totally different. I was like, okay, perfect. But I was getting nervous while I was doing it because I'm like, wow, this darker blue is supposed to be at the bottom, but it doesn't have the bigger size balloons like the other blues do. So I kind of had wasted my time blowing up the lightest blue. I popped so many, I think 4 sets of quads at the end because I didn't need those because I had to go with the middle size balloons since the darkest metallic blue only came in at one middle size. But y'all, it's definitely easier to blow up your balloons the day before you have to do it. But yeah, here we go. We're about to get started. So y'all, most of the filming I did was on TikTok. I got so tired of like switching camera angles. So if you want to see like me putting it up, you can go watch the video on TikTok. I might post it on here if I can, if it doesn't get like copyrighted. But anyways, y'all, now I am filling in all of the gaps. I started off using balloon dots in that first clip that you saw me, but now I'm about to use a rubber band, and I'm gonna let y'all hear what that sounds like. Using the rubber bands make me nervous every time because it sounds like it's gonna pop the other balloons, and I just be praying the whole time, like, Lord, please don't let the balloon pop. Please don't let the balloon pop. Because yeah, I've never had it happen, but I know that it can happen. But anyways, y'all, this is how you fill in the gaps on a balloon garland. You look at that thing popped off. I hadn't wrapped the quad tight enough, so it popped off. But anyways, y'all gonna see me fix that. But this is how you fill in all the gaps. You make smaller balloon clusters. And I usually create my own cluster from one single like 11 to 12-inch balloon. But this package came with like smaller like 5-inch balloons, I think. So I just made different sizes with that. And thankfully one of the packs came with balloon dots, and that's how I was able to put so many like different smaller like balloons in it. But I usually just use rubber bands. But now I'm going to invest and buy me some balloon dots because I really like how easy it was to fill in the tinier gaps with just a little tiny balloon without having to make an entire cluster. But yeah, y'all, I'm still old faithful. My rubber bands definitely never let me down. And y'all, like, it may look fine to y'all, but in person, you can see the gaps. Or if you're a person who do balloons, you can look at a balloon garland and see all of the mistakes. So my eye, like I have an eye for the balloon, so my eye can catch every single gap. So that's what I was doing, trying to fill in the gaps. And at the end of this video, I am going to show y'all what it was looking like so you guys can get a better picture of why I kept going, because I didn't want people to be able to walk from different angles and see different gaps in it. Like where if they're walking down the hallway or if they're taking a picture under it, they won't be able to see the 360 balloons that I use to connect the garland together. So yeah, y'all, it's very important to make these clusters. Like make your clusters at the beginning, especially if you are pre-blowing them up. Just make as many clusters as you feel like, because it's going to be different gaps. So at the beginning of the video, I was explaining to y'all that I usually make my own clusters. So this is me making my own cluster right now with these size balloons, because the silver and the white only came, I think 11-inch or 12-inch, something like that. So what you do is you blow it up to like maybe like a 5-inch or 7-inch balloon, something like that, and then you squeeze it and then you like twist it, and it looks easier right here, but it takes a little trial and error, because sometimes when you squeeze it, more air goes to one side or it all goes to one side, so you got to get in that right spot. But then you twist it, and then you twist the end of the balloon around the middle so it can hold the air on both sides, and then you twist your basically your quad, your dupes that you made, you twist it into a quad with the other one, and then you have your own little cluster. And they look so great on the balloon garland. And like I said, this is how I usually do it, but I use the smaller ones that came with the different blues because they came like tinier sizes. But yeah, y'all, so this is how I usually do it. That's my regular cluster with my regular rubber band that I usually add to my balloon garland to give it more life. But yeah, I had to add more life to the silver and the white because it didn't even look like it belonged with the garland anymore. I was like, let's give y'all some life. You know I was going to do that anyway, but yeah. So I really wish I hadn't ran out of balloon dots, because the balloon dots, I got spoiled with them because I was able to fill in more little spaces, because I would have liked to have had them for the silver and the white sections to add little smaller silver and smaller white to fill in those gaps. But I did what needs to be done. But y'all see, like, you have to stand back and look at the garland to see what spaces need to be filled in, because look, I'm going back to the blue. And right now I had to cut off the ends because you could see it like hanging. I was like, And I did that with a lot of them. Like I threw so many ends away. Like after I would tie it, I would just clip the ends so you wouldn't be able to see it. But yeah, y'all. So standing back and looking at your work definitely helps you make your work look much better. To see it from different angles. So yeah, because that's how you give your balloon garland life and personality. And in a minute, you guys are going to see the spaces of what I could see at the beginning. Like these are all the gaps and spaces that I could see. And that's why I kept going back in and adding more balloons. So this is the before. But I wanted you guys to get a feel of what I was seeing so you guys can know what to look for to cover it. And this is the after. See how I filled in all those gaps? You can't see the 360 balloons that I had up under there, of how the garden is connected. Like you can't see any of that. So yeah, and this is how we ended it, y'all. Oh, I love it so much. It came out so cute. The only thing I would have changed is added one more balloon at the bottom, but I didn't have any more, so I had to make it do what it do, baby.